Hello YouTubes, look what I found. It was hiding underneath all those truck parts. Currently waiting for more truck parts, so I'm going to take this opportunity to get some work done on the Locost 7 project. Finally. If you're used to building custom cars, hot rods, whatever with V8s, you will be used to symmetry, specifically regarding engine mounts. As you can see on this Mazda rotary turbo engine, there's no symmetry whatsoever, specifically with regards to the engine mounts at the bottom. As you can see, the one on the right is made of steel and it's quite short. The one on the left is made of aluminium and it's quite long and a totally different angle. Where the actual mounts connect to the body or frame in this case, they are the same angle as each other, but you can see from here, this one's kind of stubby, that one's kind of long, which means where you mount them to the frame is going to be completely different. I'm also not happy with the angle of the dangle. As you can see, this engine and transmission is sloping way down. And it's not that crucial that it sits flat because it's fuel injected. You're not going to have problems with a carburetor, for example. I would like it a little bit more level though. So I want to drop the front down a little bit for actually a couple of reasons, not just because of the angle. I do have a concern with my clutch master cylinder up here. It's very close, this section here. Once I connect the master cylinder there, you know, it's just a little bit too close for comfort. Even if I drop that down by ½ an inch, 3/4 of an inch, it'll just give me a bit more room there. And at the back, where the prop shaft's going to come out under here, it's just a little bit close to this. I don't want to constantly be lifting the frame and re-welding the whole structure of the car. So if I drop it down about 3/4 of an inch down that way, then I can level it that way and it should resolve quite a few things. These were always kind of temporary mounts anyway. But on this side specifically, I don't like this overhang here. You know, all the weight from this side of the engine is focused on this corner of this bar. Now, I might make a little platform with gussets that come round this way. Or I could add another bar from here up to there, just to give it a bit more of a platform. But I think I'll just start with redoing these mounts. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to redo this mount, the other mount, chop them down a bit, restructure them. I'll take this out the way, give me a bit more room, and see how it turns out. Let's begin. Right, that's my little mounting plates cut down to size. Before I do any more fabrication, I'm going to remount them to the rubber mounts, drop the engine down, make sure they're at the right height before I get too elaborate with these. Engine and transmission now centred, levelled. Well, as level as I can get it, to be honest. I know it might not look much different, but it's different enough. You can see here how much more space I've got between the clutch fork and the frame, so I'm happy with that. The back is back up where it should be, so all in all, happy where it is. So, let us continue with this motor mount. Remember I was saying there was a big overhang here, so I'm going to use this bit of scrap steel. That's going to get welded to the underside of this part. Obviously it's a bit of an angle at the moment, so I need to trim that much off, slide it in there, and I'll just tack it to this bit for now. Lift the whole lot out, make it look pretty. Right, let's do that. Well, that was a pain. I was fighting with my welding helmets. Not just one or two, but all three of my helmets were giving me grief. This one doesn't adjust. It auto darkens, but it doesn't adjust. It's just too dark. I can't see what I'm doing. That one is my newest one, my Yes Welder, and the battery seems to have died, but it's a rechargeable one. It's currently sitting on the back of my truck in the sun. I'm hoping that it just, the solar power recharges it, but I think it's dead as well, so I might have to send a wee message to Yes Welder, which is a shame because I like Yes Welder. This was my favourite helmet that Mark and Lisa got me, but I think this was my fault, and I broke the head strap thing. Had to put a nut and bolt in it. Keeps pinching my ear. It's kind of painful. Anyway, enough whinging. Let me show you what we've done. So, as I said, not the prettiest, but it's solid. I will finish it when I strip this whole thing down to get the whole frame welded properly, because I need to turn the whole thing upside down and weld everything at some point, but not until I know where everything's going to go. This side equally is functional. It'll do. I don't know if there's even any point welding in the inside. If I'm bored, I can redo it, but it'll do for now. The whole thing is now sitting level, that way centred, and not sloping away down at the back like it was. Still sloping a little bit, but not nearly as much as it was. Anyway, progress is progress, right? About time I get started in this thing again. I do want to point out that as much as I'm having issues with my Yes Welder helmet, kind of annoyed about that, the Yes Welder MIG 250 Pro that I've got, that's the first time I've used it with the gas and the non-flux core wire. It's really good. It's idiot proof. It basically, you set it to synergy mode or something, and it just calculates how much power it needs and the wire feed speed. It's pretty much idiot proof. Trust me, I should know. Right, thanks for watching everyone. I will carry on with this, although I do have some parts coming for the truck, so be warned. I want to get this truck running again, and then I can get rid of it, and then more money for project. Actually no, it needs to pay for the new truck. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks to all my Patreon supporters, without whom I couldn't be doing this nonsense. So, drive safe, take care, see you soon. Quick update on my Yes Welder welding helmet. It just needed charged. Let me show you it working. Join me inside my helmet. Let's find a bright light. Like this. And we're good. As you were.